We've done our full refeed, everything like that. For anybody who has been following along, you can probably see not quite as defined as I was previously, but I will say we are looking, in my opinion, a little more bulky, like actually more satiated, a little more dense, which makes perfect sense because with that refeed, we are restoring our glycogen stores, getting all the rehydration back in on the creatine, getting everything pumped up, full of water and carbs. Abs are nowhere near as sweet as they were looking. So, yes, we took a small step back, but it is officially time to weigh in, see what we're looking like, see where we're at after getting, what do we get in? Two workouts, some activity days, things like that, and slowly coming back. So let's see what we're looking like. Predictions, anything under 10 pounds would be absolutely amazing. But here's the thing, is that I'd say anywhere from 2 to 4 pounds is going to be water weight, just because of that small dehydration cycle. And then on top of that, restoring our carbs and everything like that, I mean, we could be looking at an additional pound or two. So in the grand scheme of things, we could be looking at just genuinely being 3 to 6 pounds heavier regardless. So I think at our lowest we were at 203.8. Yeah, 203.8. So 209.8 would be incredible. That means that like we put on almost nothing. I doubt that's gonna happen. Honestly, I'd be happy to be under like 214 would be great. Let's check it out. Not bad, not bad. 211.2. What does that mean? 9 pounds? A little less? 8 point something? Somebody do the math for me. 8 point something. So, in reality, we've probably gained 3 pounds, 4 pounds, something like that. Really not bad. Really not bad at all. Especially with eating with some reckless abandon in there. But we did tone it back near the end and kind of got back into the routine of things. So I imagine 211.2. I imagine us losing probably at least 2 or 3 pounds of that. Maybe even 4 pounds of that in the next week or two. Crazy enough, coming back immediately from it, I checked my weight. This is just to show you how much weight can fluctuate, especially with like added sodium, things like that, making sure you're waterlogged, and that's definitely going to increase it. Starting out, I'll have to look back at the exact number. I'll put it on the screen, but I think it was like 215.9 or something like that. So already from there, down 4 pounds, you know what I mean? So you're going to have that initial swing where you're going to go way over, get that water in, be waterlogged, extra sodium, extra water, holding on to everything, and then you're going to slowly regress back kind of to that homeostasis, that nice median. So it takes time. Don't freak out. It was scary to step on the scale for the first time. It was scary to step on the scale for the first time and see that I was up just that much, like over 12 pounds. And I was like, dang, I did some damage. But knowing that we ate extra shitty, that we have excess water, everything like that, you know, I know that we were gonna flush down pretty quick. And like I said, already down almost 4 pounds from that. So happy to see that. Don't get too scared if you have a crazy fluctuation all of a sudden, even from a weekend. You know, if you go out and eat on a weekend, there's a chance that you're going to be up a pound or 2, 3, and it's likely a lot of it water weight. But if you're going to do something like this where you're shredding down, lowering your carbs, lowering your water, you are of course going to drop down a lot quicker, and you're going to have that bounce back once everything's replenished. So back up a little bit for sure. We got some work to do before we could get back down to where we kind of were. I don't even want to call 203.8 my, new genuine low. That was just the extra depleted look more than anything. So I don't think we're looking bad by any means. We're definitely a little bloated, definitely a little bigger, but ready to get back to it, ready to get back on it. We're hitting back and triceps today, back and triceps. Let's get after it. I'll see you in the gym. All right, let's get after it. Hitting tries right off the bat.
So why the sudden change in a routine, how we're lifting? Usually push-pull legs. That's a typical, I've done it for years and years, even back in high school, things like that. You know, it's just the one that everybody knows, everyone goes by. So I just adopted that, and it's worked great for a very long time. But recently been hearing a lot of talk around maximizing rest for muscle groups. When you're doing push-pull, you're using some of the stabilizing muscles inside of those lifts. So if we're benching, we are using tricep and shoulder, as well as like some of the back, the rotator cuffs, things like that, to help stabilize during that move. So hitting triceps in the same day, you're kind of going back to back. So if you're trying to like maximize hypertrophy and strength, there is a chance that you're kind of giving yourself that double whammy and not allowing yourself to, you know, really hit each muscle with the maximum intensity, because you're tiring out one partially with moves from the other. So this is just something I'm trying out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's all BS and people are just trying to come up with the new best thing, or if this is actually something worth doing. So that's why today we are hitting back and triceps. So a little unorthodox. We'll see how it goes though. Gonna continue our trend here in these with a wider grip. Just been feeling the activation a lot better. Yeah, still getting great activation from that. I'll explain what I'm trying to feel while I'm doing these on the next set. Alright, set 2 here. I'll shoot this one from the side, just so you can see the kind of stretch I'm trying to achieve here. And that's the biggest focus on these always for me. Oh, man. Lowered the weight a touch, just so I can slow this down and show you what I'm talking about. Only 10 pounds. So, going extra wide here. This might be hard to see, but you can definitely feel it. So we could just pull down via the arms and kind of go here, but it's the extra contraction of the back. Like I can start off with the back and go like this, pull in my scaps from this very start, and that's what I'm trying to feel more than anything. Pulling in the scaps and then into it to fully contract. So that small portion down. Easiest way I could kind of describe it is getting the shoulder blades back down into place. Like you're pulling them up and out, pulling back down. Yeah, ever since I started focusing on that, I've noticed a lot more, not only back fatigue, but back gains in general. Just feeling it a ton more. I'll try and take a shot, like looking from the back. Hopefully that'll help kind of show that initial movement. And yeah, we'll break it down from there. But yeah, that's been the focus ever since I made that mental change. Like I said, just 10 more gains in my opinion. I'm actually starting to see these kind of widen out, the lats, and then definitely way more fatigue afterwards. The back was something I kind of struggled with. If you remember at the beginning, if anybody's been following along, I always used to say, you know, can't quite feel the back as much as when I was doing back and buys toast, back now kind of a different story, feeling everything. So it's just those minor tweaks that you got to think about as you start to advance more and more. If you're starting out, I mean, it's important. I don't think it's necessarily the absolute end-all be-all. Just getting in there, moving the weights, breaking a sweat, getting sore over here and there. I think that's building your foundation. But of course, this is all important stuff that, you know, you want to take steps to getting better at slowly over and over. So, and I have plenty of things I could probably fix with my form and the way I do everything that could help me immensely. So, just gotta, I'm always learning. I love learning new things and how to make every single workout better than the last. You know what I mean? That's all it's all about. Getting better. 1% every day. All right. We had some other people in here a little bit ago. Didn't want to get too many other people on camera. I know some people, you know, they worry about that stuff or they don't like it. So just being courteous and filming all by my lonesome. So now we're open. We're good to go. So we'll get all the angles going. Let's get after it. Set 3. Should I go up a little bit? Let's do it. Let's grab a heavier one. Happy to be feeling a little more locked in with triceps and back. I feel like chest was kind of lacking when we first came back. Then again, that was first workout back. This is third workout back, so maybe we're getting back into the swing of things finally, and things are getting better. But yeah, wasn't too pleased personally with chest and bicep. One more. Let's go. Oh, jeez. I think we'll do one more set. I find that the grip on there, just having it nice and close, really has been saving my elbows immensely. So ever since I kind of thought about doing it with kettlebells, it's been a game changer for me personally. So maybe if you're having some issues with elbows, this might be something that kind of helps. If you're not having issues with elbows, this might be something that hurts. You just gotta find what works for you. The cambered bars, the easy bars that have the little extra angularity to the bar, sometimes grabbing those, having more of a neutral as opposed to having a barbell and going like that, sometimes will save people's elbows. So try things out, you know, experiment, see what works. Maybe you're a dumbbell person and you just do 2 instead of together, you know what I mean? Boop, boop. I don't know, try it all out, see what helps. A lot of people say don't flare the elbows, bring them in. I've heard it's fine to do either. Just do what feels best. I don't know. And I will lie and say I purposefully did this, but it's working out very nicely. I picked out 2 different things that are on the opposite sides of the gym from each other, so I'm getting in a ton of steps just because of that single fact. So we're going to be increasing calorie burning potential just because we are keeping the heart rate up by continuing that movement between each of these. So here I am finally, you know what I mean? But we were all the way back over there. So, I mean, it's not like I'm walking a mile or anything, but those small tweaks, I'm telling you, they make a big difference. I've seen up to 200 extra calories compared to when I just sit and relax, compared to when I walk around in between sets. So, something to try out. Back facing. Maybe this will help show what I'm talking about a little more. So if I do not bring in the scaps at all, like you see we're stretched out, but we can sink the shoulders down, and that brings things kind of back into position. So if we don't do that, it looks like this. And we kind of stop here, as opposed to pulling those in and then down. And we get much deeper into the movement. And then, of course, pinching at the very end to really get that max contraction. Oh. Oh. Man. And yeah, ever since I made that shift, way more back gains in my opinion, way better feel. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more set of each of those, only because they're feeling so great. We'll do another back facing, so that'll help just give a new angle to it. And yeah. In other news, legs atrociously sore. They're pretty rough. Damn it. That's pretty good. Those don't burn me out as much as I feel them like fatigue out the muscle, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel the burn, but I feel myself just losing more and more strength as I'm going through those. So I'm not sure if everyone experiences that. I hope I'm not weird. I hope I'm not doing things wrong. But I have some burning exercises, and then I have some like exhausting exercises. Like eventually I'll get sore from this. I just won't feel the burn while doing these. If I went down in weight and like rep them out, of course it'll get to me. But where I'm at currently, I don't know. I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me in the comments? That'd be cool. I'd like to know what exactly is going on there. Maybe it's a volume issue. I don't know. Am I hurting my gains by doing this? I don't know. I'll do some research. I'll let you know. And of course, we're hitting abs. Of course. But we're going to keep it a little lighter today because we really hit them last time. I was happy with just how sore I was. They're not feeling it. The abs recover really quickly. So you don't have to be too worried about hitting them crazy. I mean, if they're screaming from the second you start, maybe pump the brakes just a touch, let them recover a little more, so you don't do more bad than good. But feeling good. They're still a little fatigued, so we'll see. Oh, dude, there's a whole group of cyclists booking it right now on this trail that's out here. That's cool. But yeah, so abs, and then back to triceps. That is not to say that like I don't feel the fatigue or anything. Like right now, while I was putting the weight away and everything, I was feeling it. Like my triceps are pumped out. It's just not the burning aspect. So I think it's primarily a volume thing. I'm not hitting enough volume. I'm hitting more strength side of things. I don't know. All right, let's finish off leg pull downs real quick. That was good. Like I said, definitely feel the fatigue still. Feeling very good. Last set. Let's get after it. Whew. Oh, yeah. Much better. I'm telling you, ever since I made that fix, just feel it a lot more in the lats, in between, whole thing. Much better. Good fix. More of that. This, on the other hand, is almost the exact opposite. This is like all burn. Well, I mean, of course I'm gonna get fatigued out, but this is because I think, again, the volume on this, absolutely, triceps get fried out on this. So this is one of my favorites. I'll probably hit this twice, and then I think we're gonna do rows and drop sets once or twice, and then that should put us in a pretty good spot. We're already coming in on an hour, so but 300 calories, 303 right now, so perfect. All right, let's get after it. Gonna bring my legs in slowly to increase the or decrease the amount of load on the triceps. This is essentially like a drop set, so we're going full weight with feet completely out, and then coming in, pulling some of the weight off, putting it on the legs, and just demolishing the triceps. So. Oh. Yes, sir. Very good. Changing it up a touch, we're gonna do close grip, which is this little guy on here. Sometimes it helps me just squeeze the hell out of my back, and the peak contraction of it all really helps. So, yeah, just trying different things, keeping things changed, keeping things different. Shock the muscles, you know. Calluses are callousing. I may need to shave them down or something. Kind of been bothering me. Alright. That was good, honestly. Let's just drop set from here. Let's just keep going. I think I could have done more on that, honestly. I gave up a little too early. Let's go. Yeah, I need to fix these calluses. Very bothersome. I feel like I'm gonna tear it. And I don't know if you've ever torn one. It takes freaking forever to heal. Alright, maybe I'll try it. Really claw on this. Getting a really deep grip. One more. Going down about 15 pounds each time. It's helping quite a bit, honestly. Oh, let's go. Also need to work on my gripper. Get some wraps or something. Okay. Tries, fries, getting fried, tries. Alright, one more set of abs for good luck or what? I didn't notice my mic died. My mic died at the end there. I'm gonna go 170. I'm not gonna full stack it like normal. Gonna tone down just a touch. Finish these bad boys off and then yeah, abs for good luck. Oh. That was still plenty good. Alright, now let's skedaddle.